the gospel with you guys. It's that Saturday sensation. I got 3 tips I want to share with you for all the viewers and listeners. Just got done hitting the gym. I'm here in Sedona, Arizona, getting some reflection, some real R&R. That's right, read and relaxation. Spending this weekend with my daughter. It's her birthday. For those who didn't listen in on the podcast, what's up, brother? What's up? So for those that didn't listen on the podcast yesterday, I spent my daughter's birthday coaching. And I know for some people that's not the norm. That's not the norm to go ahead and sit down and get in on coaching other people, especially during the celebration of your daughter or any of your kids or special anniversaries. But I remember literally sacrificing so many years doing that for other children, other scholars, other students, other kids in my community. And I'm not saying this to toot my own horn, but literally it's that giving back. And so the very first tip that I want to share with you is this number one rule, this number one law and principle that I have found. And I'm sure some of you that are listening and watching to this particular program is you found it also. And that is really simple: gratitude. So many people go through life not giving just a moment of gratitude. And waking up at 3 a.m. for 5 years straight has been just that. Being able to wake up every single morning, 3 a.m., get on my studies, meditate, spend time in prayer, spend time with my wife in prayer, reading our Bible, and then me hitting the door by 5 o'clock to go out and do my run. That's what I'm talking about. It's that particular thing. So when I say 3 things of gratitude, wake up. Tip number 1 is gratitude. Wake up and give 3 particular things. I promise you, I'm not lying. You could do the research when you have a moment, but literally researchers, there's data, there's resources to find this information being very evident and very true, is that it sends magnetic energy to the mind that allows you to be more happier and more productive in your day. That's why people always ask, Coach, so how you got so much energy? It's not that I'm consumed by caffeine or I'm consumed by some magic pill. I'm consumed because of the gratitude that I give. And I'm always sharing that with either people I work with, those I love and appreciate that I work with, or my scholars or my kids or my family. So it's right there. It's that particular thing that literally sends up energy. Listen, I'm not joking. Do the research. I've done it for 5 years. I've practiced it. It does make sense. Tip number two. It's all good, man. It's all good. You feel me? Like, you got to get to a point where you particularly feel it's all good, despite the circumstances, despite the things that you go through in a day, despite the naysayers, despite the public opinions. But you're able to definitely hone in on saying it's all good. Like, this day will pass. I'm serious. Like, have you ever gone into a moment where literally you carry over the problems from yesterday into the next day? That's not being an all good attitude. That's not having it's all good attitude. And so again, tip number 2 is, in order to have the right attitude, you got to be flexible, baby. So tip number 2 is that be flexible. Say it's all good. It's all good. This too shall pass. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Tip number 3. I hope that you guys really enjoy this, but it's this very simple thing. Develop a routine. I told you earlier in our conversation, in my talk to you, is waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, something that Dr. Eric Thomas, the hip-hop preacher, helped me to practice. Having him literally in my corner, having him as a mentor and a teacher, being a follow and a student of one of the gurus out there, I understood the principle and the law behind it. Develop a routine. Waking up at 3 a.m., it's not easy for everybody. But I know that Benjamin Franklin was on it. I know that Ralph Emerson was on it. I know that Mr. Picasso himself was on it. I know that Albert Einstein was on it. And you probably wonder, how the heck do you know, Sagasa? How do you know these people were doing it? Because I picked up, it's like my son said the other day, you want to be a part of the team? Hit the gym. You want to own the team? Get in the library. Very simple. Get in the library. I picked up information and I found it, and it validated so much truth. Good morning to you. it validated so much truth as to what I wanted. If I wanted to wake up every single morning and literally educate myself in these arenas, psychology, education, different things like that, the sales game, like learning those particular avenues, those tips and advantages, then I was going to definitely study in on them. Being a greater father, a greater coach and mentor in my community, as well as with the kids that I coach up, I got to definitely be on the grind. I can't let anybody else outdo me. So again, that last tip is develop a routine, whatever it is, but follow it. Some people say it takes 21 days in order to create a habit. I beg to differ. You look at all the records when it comes to a purchase of some kind of item. What do they tell you? 90 days. 90 days guaranteed. 90 days, your money back. Why do they say 90 days? Why do they use 90 days? Well, I'll let you do the research, but there's a lot of information out there that can literally transform your situation to creating and developing a nice and wonderful habit, a nice and wonderful picking up trash, yo. A nice and wonderful opportunity to create and develop a routine that will take you to the next level. Whether it's being a better husband, being a better father, being a better educator, being a better CEO or SEO, whatever it is, being a better author, daily routines. And be absolutely obsessed with it. Be absolutely obsessed with it. That's my last token to you as the viewers and hearers of this talk. I hope that you have a marvelous day. And as always, I gotta show you guys this. As always, make every single day a masterpiece. Let me turn you all around. I hope that you guys definitely replay this. For all those replayers, please listen to the content that I just gave you for free. Be blessed.